Dear Washington, free Bradley Beal.
Washington, man, I'm really sorry, but it's time that you free away Bradley Beal. This guy has been on this team now, for about 6-7 years. And, he's made the playoffs a few years with John Wall, obviously. Him and the Wizards, they've had a decent run. But now he's 27 years old. The man is averaging over 35 points a game. And there are many teams right now that will love to have Bradley Beal on their team. So, Washington, do us a big favor. And you can do a big favor for your franchise as well moving into the future. And that's trading away Bradley Beal right now. This man, he's suffered enough. He's been through some losing seasons now for the past 2-3 years. It's time for them to pull the plug and trade this man away to a better situation. That's what he's in right now. Come on, man. Do us all a favor, because the petition is going to start sooner or later, and then people are really going to be mad about this man not getting out of Washington. This is the most biggest news right now, I feel like, in the NBA season. Get Bradley Beal out of Washington.
This season for the Washington Wizards, Bradley Beal has done it all. After coming into the season, many of us expected that him and John Wall were going to make a big run, but no, the Washington Wizards decided to trade away John Wall and get in return Russell Westbrook. And obviously, Russell Westbrook, he hasn't really played much games this season, and he really hasn't been his best this year at all. The man is only averaging about 18 points a game. He's averaging dang near triple-double. But regardless of that, the Wizards still are the worst team in basketball. Bradley Beal, on the other hand, is having the best season of his NBA career this year. The man just dropped 47 points the other night. And this season alone, he's averaging 35 points a game. He's shooting an efficient 48.1% from the field. He's shooting over 36% from three. He's getting 5 rebounds and 5 assists. The man is doing it all for the Wizards. I can't say that enough. And it's time for them to trade this man away. It's really no point of having him anymore on the team. You look at his contract. It was dumb on his part on re-signing with his team, but that was only at the time because John Wall and his return and coming back. But now you look at this team and look at the situation they're in, there's no point of him being on the roster anymore. I think Washington really does need to trade away Bradley Beal so they can really start a rebuilding process with the players that they have right now on their team. Rui Hachimura is a really good player. I feel like Thomas Bryant can be a good player, and even Denny Avaji, he can possibly be a pretty decent player one day. But you can get so much more in return for Bradley Beal if you trade away him and you get some draft picks and even a decent player in return on the team. But in my opinion, there is no reason for him being on this team. Just look at the other night, him on the bench. He looked very, very, very sad, and that was a face of a guy who did not want to be there anymore. Bradley Beal definitely deserves to be in a contending situation, because there's been many NBA players throughout history that were never put in a situation to really truly contend. And Bradley Beal, he's on pace to possibly one day being a Hall of Famer if he continues to put up the numbers that he does. This guy is a great player, and this year he's already proving that he's a top 5 shooting guard in the league and arguably a top 10 player in the league. The numbers that this guy's putting up this year. He can do it all on the offensive end. We've seen him drastically improve his game from being known as just really a good shooter to an all-around offensive player over these last few years, especially within his development alongside John Wall. And to be honest, everybody's saying, it's Russell Westbrook, it's the problem. Honestly, in my opinion, I think it's a lot more than just Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has played with many stars throughout his NBA career, and he's had some success, obviously, with Kevin Durant and them making it far in the playoffs and going one year to the NBA Finals. But obviously, he didn't have really the best run with Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, and with James Harden either. And now you're teaming up with Bradley Beal, who's another really, ball-dominant guy who can score really well. The fit really wasn't truly there to begin with. And teaming up Bradley Beal with John Wall, that was the perfect duo, because John Wall, he didn't need the ball in his hands to constantly dominate the game. He was mostly a playmaker, while Bradley Beal was mostly doing the scoring. And even when John Wall and Bradley Beal were playing, Bradley Beal was putting up even better numbers than John Wall was. So really, for Bradley Beal, in my opinion, though, he's definitely, of course, obviously a really good player on a rebuilding team. But I think even on a contending team, he can still be obviously one of the best players on your team. And there are many teams right now that, as I said earlier, would love to have Bradley Beal services. Let me know down in the comment section below on what you guys think of certain trade packages and ideas that are really good for Bradley Beal and for the Wizards in return as well. But yeah, man, Bradley Beal is 27 years old. The man is in the midst of his prime. This is going to be the best basketball we're going to see out of him for these next few years. So you might as well get this chance and opportunity right now to truly compete for an NBA title. And many teams he can fit on really well. He's had to take on such huge responsibilities for this Washington Wizards team because this team, they are the worst defensive team in basketball. They can't play defense to save their lives. And they're in the middle of the pack when it comes to offense. But, you know, Scott Brooks and the Wizards management just in general, they haven't really done a good job with, rebuilding and revamping this team up to be successful. As I said before, they have some decent young talent on this team still, but it's still going to be developing into, better NBA players. They're still young and they still have a lot of room to grow. But as for Bradley Beal, I think it's the perfect time for the Wizards to now put him in a trade package where his value is really high so they can get, as much assets as they can in return for the deal for him. James Harden has already been a huge move this season, and another one will be coming soon, in my opinion, with Bradley Beal. He will be leaving the Wizards sooner or later. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more basketball content each and every week. Have a good day. Peace.